Hi, good morning, challengers. How are you? It's Mary, and I'm filming here in my kitchen in Dana Point. Hey, listen, today's lesson is all about a real-life approach to meal planning amidst the chaos. And I've got a fantastic example to showcase for you all today. So it's Wednesday evening, and I'm looking forward to the weekend. And I realized that we have kind of a lot of things going on. So here's what's happening in the Gowdy household. I consulted my calendar, and I realized that tomorrow, Thursday, Dave is leaving for a management offsite for one night. And Audrey has volleyball practice from 4 to 6, and Matthew has swim practice from 2:30 to 5. Then on Friday, so I'm flying solo Thursday and also Friday. On Friday afternoon, Audrey's got a volleyball thing down at the beach. The team is meeting, probably have dinner together down at the beach. Saturday afternoon, we have a swim meet with Matthew. And Sunday, we have also a different swim meet with Matthew where we're working at the swim meet all day. And then we roll into Monday, and it's time to get going again. So that is not a typical weekend for us, but what can be typical is that we'll roll into the weekend as if we've been shot out of a cannon without a real clear plan as to how we're going to feed ourselves. And then suddenly we find ourselves wanting to trek through the drive-thru or picking up burritos for dinner or eating not as well as we would want to eat and spending probably 5 times as much as we would want to spend. So, as we were talking about this in the coaching group, I was like, man, this is a perfect example to showcase like how I try and get this thing done. So I sat for about 15 or 20 minutes before I did this video and created kind of a meal plan for myself. And here's what I did. I got out my calendar so that I was clear on the times and who was doing what on those days. Then I pulled out my trusty this week's meals tablet. Now I like to use this because it has the day of the week on here and then there's a little grocery list here. And it's fantastic. Bought it online. My husband, when he does a meal plan, he uses this. Yes, those are Post-it notes. That's what we get, Post-it notes. Sometimes, if we're feeling really lucky, he will use this piece of paper that has lines on it from the dollar bin at Target. So anything works as long as we write it down. We have at least a fighting chance to make it happen as long as we've written it down. So here's what I realized, is that at first I thought when I was planning it out in my mind a couple of days ago, I was like, oh, I'm not going to cook on Thursday. I'm not going to make myself crazy since I have to do that crazy driving thing by myself. And normally, you know, we divide and conquer, but that's not an option for me on Thursday. And carpools are not available. So no problem. I thought we'll just go out. But then the plans came up to go out on Wednesday to eat at the little burger place that's right on the beach over here by us. So I said, okay, I got to produce food at home. And then I realized that's when the slow cooker is a beautiful thing. So I will tell you what I planned in a minute. And then, actually, I'll tell you what I planned now. So we're going to have ribs. I like to buy ribs and that have been pre-cooked as opposed to grilling them, and I slice them off the bone, not off the bone, but I separate them and I throw them into a crock pot and I set them on low and I let them warm up, which is beautiful. So also for dinner that night will be a macaroni salad. And why am I going to make that? Because I have some pasta that's left over, that's cooked in my fridge from a pasta and bean soup that I made a few days ago. So I'll be able to use this pasta, dice up some veggies, and the recipe calls for a little diced ham. That's kind of fun. I might do that, even though I wouldn't normally have like ham in my salad when we're having barbecued ribs. However, the salad is going to be used for lunches later in the week, so that sounds perfect to me. And then the dressing is made with a little bit of mayonnaise and a little bit of sour cream. I could even use Greek yogurt if I wanted to, and I might do that. So there we go. So that's what's happening there. And then, of course, we're going to have a fruit platter. Why am I making a, sorry, I walked away from the camera. Why am I making a big fruit platter? I'm making a big fruit platter because we've got lunches on Friday, a swim meet on Saturday, and a swim meet on Sunday. So we have to pack a lot of food to go. So I'm going to make this beautiful fruit platter. And today, I stopped at the Costco after school, and I got a nice honeydew melon. I have kiwis from my veggie box the other day, a bag of halos. I'm going to buy some grapes. We've been just driving on the grapes lately. What else do I have? Pineapple and a cantaloupe. So I'm going to cut all of that fruit up. I'm going to make a beautiful fruit platter, and then everything is going into Ziploc bags and into the fridge so we can grab and go for all of our away time. Then I'm also going to make a coleslaw, but here's what I do with my coleslaw. Instead of putting like a mayonnaise or a coleslaw dressing on it, because I like to put slaw on my, well, later we're going to be having some barbecue sandwiches, but it will be with lime juice. Just the coleslaw with lime juice. I'm not joking. And a little salt and pepper. It's delicious. Okay. So Friday we're going to eat out. We got that planned, no problem. And I've got the lunches planned. On Saturday I'm going to have sloppy joes because why? I can make that and stick it in the slow cooker so that I can make it on Saturday morning before I'm at the swim meet, stick it in the slow cooker, and then it can be just warmed up, which is good. So we may not all go to the swim meet, so I have that opportunity there. Then I'm going to make a pesto potato salad because I've got this little book called 50 Picnic Salads. And why? Because I've got potatoes from my veggie box. So I'm going to parboil these, and I have pesto because we had a pesto pasta last week, so I still have pesto in my fridge. 3 Bridges pesto. It's nothing artificial, no hormones, and clean ingredients. So I love the pesto, which is beautiful. And we're going to have a pesto potato salad alongside our sloppy joes, and of course a tossed green salad, which would be great. Now Sunday is the kicker, because Sunday, oh, my pesto's leaking. Oh dear. Anyway, oh, I'm going to smell like pesto. A little pesto perfume. So Sunday, we're going to be at that swim meet all day. So we're packing probably breakfast snacks, we're packing lunch snacks, we're packing everything. So I'm going to make some wraps, and we have, in the fridge, I've got some barbecue chicken breasts that we barbecued up and that I've had on hand. So I'm going to do some grilled chicken Caesar wraps. I just buy the big spinach tortillas or the sun-dried tomato tortillas, and I put in, what do I put in? The chicken, little romaine, might put a little Caesar dressing, or it'll just be a barbecue chicken wrap if they want barbecue. It's a lot of barbecue, but we're a barbecue family. And then just do that, which is beautiful. A nice option. If you don't want the tortilla, you could just do up a salad in a Tupperware container, which is perfect. I also bought some snacks, jumbo bags. The snap peas, which are gluten-free and non-GMO certified. So we love that. And these are really good. And, of course, peanut butter pretzels, because who doesn't like peanut butter and pretzels? I'm a tuna eater, so I will probably bring a packet of tuna, or I will mix this up with a little maybe ranch dressing or something like that on my whole grain wasa toasts. I love that. We also will pack a lot of yogurt. So here's the thing about yogurt. Normally we buy the big tub and we spoon it out, but since we know we're going to be on the go, we just want to be able to take the plastic stuff and toss it. This has become a new portable love, Yoplait Greek 100 protein. Why? Because it has live active cultures in it, and it is made with a good amount of protein and no gelatin and no genetically modified ingredients. Some yogurts are made with gelatin, and they are actually labeled, I discovered this last weekend, partially made with genetically modified ingredients. So it's nice that the manufacturer is telling you that. So why am I taking you step by step through my meal plan? Wait, let me finish this last day. So Sunday, it's likely that we'll eat out. Because Sunday we were at the swim meet all day till 5, and then till 4, Audrey has volleyball from 4 to 6. So we've got that window of time where we'll probably go get some pastas from this really great place in San Clemente and bring those home and have a nice fresh green salad. And they make a fantastic lasagna. So we'll probably get a couple of orders of lasagna made fresh, handmade pasta, the whole thing, not too expensive. And we'll enjoy that for dinner together. And that's what we're going to do. So I've got my grocery list, what I need. I have the things that I already have in my house, and we're going for it. So why am I telling you all of this? Now that you know my menu. So what? So the encouragement here is that life is life, and we know that life is going to happen. And our opportunity is to say, life is going to happen, but I'm going to be ready for you, for most of you, Mr. Life. And I'm going to have a game plan. So even if we hit 50% of this game plan, I'm stoked. And I identified when I'm going to have to do a little bit of cooking so that I can be ready when we want to eat, because the normal cooking time isn't available. And when we come home from events like this, we're starving. Like, we need to eat now. And so I like to have food ready now. That's when slow cookers are super handy, or when we get home and people are getting settled, I have an opportunity to maybe put something in the oven to just warm up. We get the table set, people get their clothes changed out of swim uniforms, volleyball uniforms, whatever, dog gets taken out, and then we can sit down and eat. So that's why I'm telling you that. Here's another thing, actually, that I forgot, is that I found a recipe that I made last week. It was an egg bake with sausage and hash browns. We decided we would like it better probably with bacon. I might get some turkey bacon and cook that and do this egg dish with hash browns, and it can be made in English muffin tins. So I'll figure out how to get this onto our website. You'll love it. And it can be made in muffin tins, which are beautiful grab and go for lunches and for snacks on these, busy sporting event days. So I hope maybe that gave you something to think about. With just about everything that I planned in these particular meals, I wanted to know that I could use it on the go, so that we could enjoy it for dinner, but then take it with us as well, because we're gone most of the weekend, so that's important. All right, if you have questions, post them in the comments below. If you have ideas on great make it now and eat it for 3 times kinds of foods, love to hear those, because I'm always looking for that. If there's any of the recipes that you want, let me know. But I will definitely post this egg bake thing because it was super easy to make and really delicious. And that's all I have for you. All right. Sorry it was a little long, but I think it might be valuable. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye now.